Ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim, today is January 13th, 2024. January 13th, 2024. Let me pontificate for a little bit. It's been a while. It's been a while. It don't taste small. You know, um, I don't know what tone I get for take today. I don't know if I get for do mostly Creole or do a lot of English. But I must tell you, first of all, say, Sierra Leoneans, what we continue to go through right now, looking at the sacking and firing of military officers because they apparently belong to WhatsApp groups and this and that and all that stuff. It is nothing short of what I tell you the last time what I want to say Joseph Stalin of Russia when he be ready for purge. Within the episode of Sierra Leone, it's a purge. And I did say this because I want the international partners to understand that this is the biggest purge going on in the world right now. Is actually happening in Sierra Leone. And I want him to look at the history of Joseph Stalin of Russia between 1936 to 1938, the history of Joseph Stalin in Russia, and how he purged those that he thinks say nobody supporter and one on the inside and this and that and all of that. Then I'm looking at all the generals that were assassinated, the military officers that were killed just because Joseph Stalin feels so threatened. And that is what is actually happening in Sierra Leone at this point because President Bio, who is not a president right now, because again, remember, man, guys, this guy has not even been inaugurated because the elections as it is, we don't have the results. So right now, we don't have a legitimate government. So Mara Bio is sitting there, paranoid, confused, in a state of total, shock. Know what they go on. And everything we need to do right now is all about paranoia. Then paranoid as people are like when you talk about paranoid, you talk about people like we even they're on drugs, schizophrenic. They're scared about every little thing. So what you get in Sierra Leone like today, it's a purge. Now purge, then they purge the system. Basically, when it's all said and done, if you are not a loyalist, if you're not a tribesman, if you're not from the southeast, you're not super loyal to the bone, you don't get a place in the system. That is what is actually happening. So anybody with critical in any way, shape, or form, the slightest, you're gonna be expunged out of the system. You are being purged. So a lot of people waiting at purge. Wait hear somebody say get on belly, that purge. Or if you say somebody constipate, they're able to go use the bathroom freely, then get medication for like purge. Now in a purge, so it's a purge. You clear the system, right? You clear the system, purge. Now that it mean the word purge, Purge. But what they do so in they purge the system that's Sierra right now. They clean them up so that only the loyalists, only the tribesmen. So this is the biggest, which you can call a tribalistic move and nepotic move where they go on to right now. Where it's now my brother them, my sister them, now the one they want sabi. If I don't sabi, you're not gonna be close. You're not gonna be part of we. That is what is actually happening in Sierra Leone. But before I even go deep into all of this, let me tell you like this. Anybody, and you go back all the way 5 years in Parliament of Honorable Chino Majuba, remember what they tell you, myself, Comrade Koita, Cashbox, we talk about the fact that the Parliament don't lay this spade work for the destruction of Sierra Leone's democracy for generations yet unborn. And I remember what they tell all in there. We want to say the leader of the opposition in Parliament has sold his soul and sold Una, the Salon people. Let me tell you, Salon people, anybody with a stakeholder in Sierra Leone will remain silent whenever for talk with everything that is happening. They have no contributions. I'm telling you, those people are heartless, they are soulless, and they not care about Una, the average Sierra Leoneans. Because when you care about Sierra Leone and you care about the future of Sierra Leone, you see, because these guys, they don't set a foundation for their family members, them picking them. Then picking them can take over them, can take after them, and continue for wreak havoc on Una when they get access to the table. So for anybody for be silent in Sierra Leone for the past 5 years, giving President Nkrumah himself in level of silence, we make them like a today. Then guy they abuse and they abuse and so they take advantage of your fundamental human rights. All because they have no evidence against this man. I'm going to get to all of that. But I'm telling you, when I say anybody who is silent when I stakeholder. When you look at the hierarchy of the APC, You look from the leader, the deputy leader, you look at the chairman, deputy chairman. All of these folks are silent. At a time when they molest and harass the former leader of the party, a former two-time president of the political party. These people cannot take up to the international stages. It tells you how, first of all, President Nkrumah set the pace because he's silent. So everybody will know I'm not silent. And Honorable Cheriko Kobe don't tell me say that, and it's Nkrumah tell and say for be silent. So you see, so it's a silence culture. So the silence culture is eating at the APC so much to the point nobody know they talk again because the APC don't believe in silence. They believe, say, at a time like this in the 21st century, this fourth industrial revolution, who they live in, so when we talk about fourth industrial revolution, we talk about the social media times, when there is so much access to tools for information, for people to pass on your own message. You don't need TV station, you don't need radio station. You don't have the comfort of your home and able to use a platform and talk to the world and people hear you, people listen to you. But these guys chose silence, then decided to then go for be silent. It tells you a lot about how these guys are inept and they don't understand the trajectory outside the world they head up for now. They are left behind completely, and that is what the SLPP, this particular pauper gang, were they in charge somewhat, because again it's not a government, right? We're not getting a government right now in Sierra Leone, so everything that is being done right now is illegal in the first place. None of the institutions, them, the court systems and all of that is legal because they're not legally constituted. Again, section 5 subsection 2 of the Constitution tells us that sovereignty belongs to the people, right? And that the government derives its legitimacy, its authority and its power from the people. And how is this attained by the government? How the government get the legitimacy? How does the government get the power and the authority from the people? It's through elections. When the people go vote, they elect the leaders. They elect a president. That is how the people pass on the power to a few folks that should be in charge of them. In this case, we saw what happened in June 24th, 2023 elections. So I'm saying all of this because I want you guys to understand the backdrop that I'm giving you. The APC has been rendered useless today as a political party because the leaders believe in silence. Why do they believe in silence? It is not a strategic move. It is because they are cowards. It is because they are frightened. It is because they've been cornered. It is because they are compromised. They believe they are compromised so much to the point they cannot speak up and talk about the issues that are actually affecting una life them. Because when you're in politics, stakeholders, it is not about them. You know, when you check out again the leader of the opposition in parliament, Honorable Chino Majuba, for 5 years silence, it's not about him. In silence, now una the people that they affect. On our brothers and sisters that were locked up in our prisons across the country, right? No get a fair share. We see what they happen right now, this particular point in time. The military officers them, what did they discharge so? And I could talk about that again lengthily. Are they represented properly? Who's standing up for them? Who's fighting for them? Who's speaking up for them? Nobody know they talk for them. Civil society organizations, the legal links, all of these people, where are they? Because again, these guys have a fundamental human rights that should be protected. Governments cannot just arbitrarily grab and say, you know what, they get rid of some of these people in the military because they belong to a social media WhatsApp group. These people have a right to participate in a democracy. It is not like they take microphone, they go and talk their teeth and their ally and cause noise. They have a right to participate in a democracy as well. Just because they wear a uniform don't mean they participate in a democracy. You have an opinion. They have an opinion. So you see the silence of the APC, the silence of the opposition in Sierra Leone, the silence of the civil society organizations that they don't show themselves very clearly say they are aligned with the SLPP. They're not for the people of Sierra Leone. So now they're not left the people of Sierra Leone to themselves. Everybody they survive by God in power. That is what is happening. You know, so you look at what's happening today with President Nkrumah and the fact that in the molesta, the kind of molesta and so. Will you and me know say if this government begets evidence against former President Nkrumah, say involved in then bullshit and nonsense, they would put these evidences out there for the world to see. They didn't make a secret. These guys, they're very vociferous. They're very loud mouth. If they had evidences, I promise you, and again, when I look at the prosecution of Donald Trump in America, it's for the press. The news organizations, the AYVs, the 98.1s, it is their responsibility to hear these evidences out, bring professionals them, look at the evidence, the government officials, not because the matter in a court, in a court, we need to talk about it. No, they have a responsibility to present these evidences to the people. Donald Trump wouldn't tell you, say, we charge him because it gets government document the way Kergona use. We Kergona Mar-a-Lago, na Osta, Florida. Then they show you photos and pictures of the documents in his bathroom, in his closet, so the world, the people see him. Even though some of his supporters they see him, they still say, Bolefa, I'm gonna come up any man because he won't be president, I'm gonna be prosecutor. But the evidence is glaring. The evidence is in our face. We see on a TV and they show we. I know they lie, know they. When they say the man they falsified documents, they're showing you the documents that he falsified. When they say Donald Trump incites the insurrection, you listen to his speech, you see the language, you look in actions. What he do? They only tell the insurrection they go on for that 4 hours day. Wait for stop the nonsense, not stop them. They tell you for call the military, not do them. All of those investigations, the text messaging, then they show with timeline for timeline, everything. So SLPP not get nothing against former President Nkrumah. They're doing this to destroy his reputation. But he's sitting there quietly for 5 years. What's in the 5 years of silence spare? This man sit down and say, okay, I keep silence because if you don't want to be reflecting and say, if you talk now, if we catch you, bo, mortal man, bo. What's in and get on you so much to the point where they're going to feature you so you're president to president. This is not what we say that any other person. This is not the current president, they attack the former president. Bo, one-on-one, but by yourself able for take the space. Call on radio stations, call for an interview, give an interview internationally, talk about these kinds of disrespect and how it's get the country unstable and make your points known and all of that stuff. You stay silent. You say it's a strategic patience. You say it's a strategic move to be silent. And then look at what the silence, what do you pay you? You silent, you sit down, then they kill people in McKinney and all of that, all across the country, violating the human rights of citizens. We go back by election and Tifu election. You could not say anything. Election for campaign, you no campaign with your political party, then cower you to the corner. It's like a small begin. You say in the interest of peace. But look at what they're doing to you now. Man, wanna talk. Let this man before talk safe now. Let us see in the harassers. Okay, understands. Okay, now we talk in the harassers. Wait, enough for still nobody don't get right for harassers because they talk. It is democracy. We don't get the dictatorship. So what do we talk about Sierra Leoneans? We are lying to ourselves. So we get democracy. We don't get democracy. We get a dictatorship going on. An illegal government sitting on top of the people. That is what we have. But Sierra Leoneans, let me tell you now. Before I get deep into all the conversations, right? And like I tell you from the last time again, Comrade Kocha, which you know the family members, them don't get lawyer for them. And they are on the case. I don't like the case, they say they're going to court and this and that. And which one are you now save your right? But the town almost say the family members are in charge of that. The last time we asked for say the lawyer, if you forgive us statements out and let us know the well-being and the welfare of Comrade Koita and others them where they are arrested. But of course, he is representing Comrade Koita, where we believe say is a Sierra Leonean, he entitled to get a right to go visit Sierra Leone as a tourist or anything visiting, regardless of who I tell, who I not tell. The big man, he gets autonomy for performing, do whatever I want for do. We don't need for tell nobody in plans. But this is the things that are happening, right? So we'll get to that. I'm going to get to that. But let me make one thing clear. And it's the fact that it don't tell another year from me. You see, Sierra Leoneans, for 5 years, I put everything aside. I put my career aside. I put my happiness aside. I put my comfort aside. I put my ease of life aside. I said, waiting. We're going to fight this fight alongside the opposition so we can kick President Bio. At the time, he was a president on June 24th, 2023. But we all know the challenges that we'll face along till we get to the elections, right? The registration process, right? We know what we talk about. 15 days registration, right? We talk about the fact that the opposition leader go dance with ECSL when they launch the registration. 15 days for the very first time, they split the registration. When I hear about the African Express $10 million that was stolen from ECSL, we call the opposition leader, Honorable Cheno Majuba, to stand up, right? We're not forget about Amandio. All this one is what happened in the country. It is from his part. 9-10. It played a crucial part from that ending. You see, we sacrifice at the wake 4 o'clock morning just for salon. It's not for me, just for love of country. For 5 o'clock, myself, Comrade Kocha and Cashbox. So we go for do audio messages, for talk to una, sensitize una, educate una, pass on the small experience we'll get. We sacrifice all that time. I say my goal, and I will make them very clear for una already follow me, una listen attentively, right? Una know it here to talk. I will make it clear, say after the elections, I'm done. I made it very clear, say after the elections, I'm done. I'm not going for able to continue to do this because I have to make some changes in my own career as well. You know, I cut myself short just because when I meet up that time every morning for the wake 4 o'clock morning, you know, 5 o'clock begin do an audio with at 10 o'clock in the morning in England for Comrade and Cashbox, so I could get in touch with them, come and talk about issues affecting our lives day to day. We sacrificed all of that for love of country. So if you hear from me now, I don't understand, say, I will make it very clear for say, I was done with social media. Sister Lioness and everybody else could testify to all of this, you know. Yeah, my brothers and sisters in the Loyalist Forum would testify to this. But wouldn't have the possibility the whole week together, like self and Cashbox, would have the whole week together, like a recruiter. And the big we say, no, let the people and so. No, let the people and so. So yes, now we don't forget Comrade. We know Comrade is situation outside the end now. But it's difficult. But I have to move on with my life as well. I have to improve my career. So matter of fact, I've changed my roles. So the role don't change. That time working for the grab, they suffer 4 o'clock morning. I change her. Now me save the grab a regular time. Go work regular time. Come home at a regular time. We all know that 8 to 5, no so? At the regular time that day. Pretty standard. Me save for sleep now, long sleep. Even though today my body need for adjust. I'm still struggling because at 4 o'clock without an alarm, I not set me a phone alarm or nothing, my body don't wake by 4 o'clock. Now me get for force me body back for say you for lead on me, man, no grab. Because now my role don't change. I get a different job what I do now. And that job day, that's 7:30, 8 o'clock to 5. So I want to understand why you're not hearing from me. Una wouldn't follow me for this year, all these years, when I know say I don't tell what I say, I'm done with social media. You see, it's difficult. I know one day eat salon money. I know one day work in a salon. Where I mean, in terms for government, because I worked in Sierra Leone. I worked for, organizations in Sierra Leone. But I'll work for government one day. I know it's government money one day. But I'm very passionate about Sierra Leone. I'm passionate about my people. I'm passionate about our sufferings. So that was why I would do this, because we don't say we have to speak up, because civic education is what has destroyed Sierra Leone. And today it is shocking for they find out say people still not understand their rights. And even when they understand their rights, then leaders, especially the opposition, not able to make the people enjoy their civic liberties. They're not able to make the people bring their civic education to reality. Because for a lot of men, we tell them, say, you get rights for ask members of parliament questions. Then they look like for say, but we still talk for ask parliament question. Oh my God, then parliament, they are powerful people there. Today, people them still then see government passing inside big motor car and say, hey, see that bright motor car? Today that mentality in the 21st century is still there. Civic education is key. Civic education is what we think for transform Africa. And a lot of awareness is there. But unfortunately, we get a bunch of leaders that want to bring them to fruition. That is the sad part. And that is what's in the happiness in Sierra Leone. So we look at Honorable Abdul right now. What he do in parliament, I carry himself, right? But some people are telling all of this because when you hear from me, don't know say it is not. It has nothing to do with the fact that okay, as things are right now. But this is a plan where I always on the town I say, hey, things get for change from you, so I'm not good for you, bro. So like today, I get chance to I say nothing I talk to her. But I make a tell and I say, waiting the happiness, Sierra Leone, it's a purge. Like good story. Before I even go to my messages them. They sign out the work. I know called it, but it's a big place. It's the biggest. It controls the world basically. A guy meets me in the hallway at the worker. I say, this is a white guy. He did one of the department them. I said, man, I've seen you somewhere. I said, this face is familiar. Because he had to talk to somebody. I said, this voice is familiar. So I allow him to think. He said, are you from Sierra Leone? I say, yes. He said, are you Ibrahim? He said, yes. Now I pull up my page, my Facebook page, he show me. And I say, man, he said, let me tell you something. He said, we've been following you for quite a while. I'm not calling departmental side of work. He said, personally, I've taken so much liking into you. He said, because of your democratic stance. He said, and I know that you serve. He said, I know you're in the military. He said, but you've not violated anything. He said, because all you're doing is basically civic education, standing up for democracy, protecting the rights of people. He said, that's what you do. He said, I watch your lives. He said, you've not done a live probably 7 or 8 months. And I said, you're correct. Because they already follow me on Facebook. They don't say, don't take safe and not do live. I think after the election, maybe June, July, I think I did maybe a live in July or so, or August. I don't remember again. But since then, I haven't done no more lives because I don't be get zeal against it for they do live. Because what they do live for the opposition, wait for help me fed the fed. They're not doing anything. They don't care. They are part of the play. They are part of the Calvary. We don't come together, band together to destroy Sierra Leone. So the guy said, man, he said, you work here now? I said, yes. I show him my office. He's so excited. He said, keep doing what you do. He said, the department knows. He said, we are following everything that is happening in Sierra Leone. He said, we are following very closely. He said, but let me tell you. He said, and you know this. He said, and you've said this in a couple of your live videos. He said, you don't say anything there and a coffee video them. Say the international community not go fight for you until you fight for yourself. And that is what is actually happening in Sierra Leone. He said, the United States cannot go into Sierra Leone and just go do whatever they want to do. He said, but if the people, especially in the opposition, stand up for themselves, he said, that is when the international partners will come. He said, you know that. He said, I'm just saying this. At least it's nice for you to hear from somebody. This is not somebody even a top person, you know. Top person within the ranks of the US system. But if anything, my chest can down, my heart cold. Not that I know say, not for say I don't know say they listen to me. I know say they listen to me. But when you get that confirmation, just like I be receive a letter from President Joe Biden for say, yes, I receive your letter. Keep doing what you do. So if the man of the president of the country don't tell me that, I mean, I'm really shocked again if any other person tell me, right? But every confirmation goes a long way. And so I felt very good. And I know that these guys are listening. In Sierra Leoneans, the international world is listening. But again, I say to myself, why should we rely so much on the international community? Now, this we don't reduce ourselves to APC as an opposition. Sierra Leoneans, we've reduced ourselves so much to the point that we know they stand up for ourselves again at the international partners. Now we wait for the tripartite committee. I want for shock every Sierra Leonean now. And a lot of APC people. Because me believe say, we for the whole election right now, without even a tripartite committee. But until the tripartite, they go look into what's happening at the elections. But me, I just shock when out they say, I don't get no hope in this tripartite committee. But let we wait, right? I'm not ruling out everything, but I'm just telling you guys, say, I don't have much hope in this tripartite committee. Because the only thing with Sierra Leoneans want for you from the tripartite committee, when they're done with the investigations or whatever they do, that we have to have a rerun of the elections. If we're not hearing anything about rerun of the elections, I'm telling you now, they prepare on us. A lot of people, like I always made it tell you the fact. They want to prepare on our hearts and our mind because a lot of APC, especially in the opposition side, una hope and una prayer, una believe now that the tripartite committee now una for wait for. Now I make all man sit down them full and the full for they watch. Everybody say the tripartite committee go come and give we another elections and we go conduct a new elections. That is the hope of every opposition, every Sierra Leone, and this is about 70% of the population in Sierra Leone. Now the tripartite committee, now the findings, now all man they wait now. So that the tripartite committee go come and conclude say yes for all elections. Me believe say that is what is actually happening. But at the end of the day, unalo we keep our fingers crossed, Sierra Leoneans. I don't trust that tripartite committee say they go give we elections. When I remember, now almost 1 year they cancel now of this failed administration in power. But the beautiful thing is, the hope we get is the fact that Teti did not inaugurate this man. So we don't have a president in Sierra Leone. Because inauguration, now in the happen when they declare, say, yes, this man has been president. The man we swear in, we swear man of you in. You know, fire. Baba today what? You don't get out. So all of this, we know say it can be challenged. So the tripartite committee will wait for see what they can tell we. But I'm not hopeful. But let we know if I tell you this now. If the tripartite committee come and not give we the elections what they look for a rerun, I beg Salon people, especially APC supporters, We will not allow again let them fool una with another strategy. Follow una heart then call back, say, oh, patiently wait. We will not allow them anymore. It is not correct. It is not done. Because APC people, we probably don't like it. Then nobody can tell una, follow una, that's cool, all man sit down. Say, don't forget about all left there. Then tell una, say, hey, but una wait, 5 years, 2028 to come, we take power ma, 2028, low beer, we take power ma, this now, low beer, this one. We don't find out they rogue the election, but this one, money no they follow on conducting of the elections, and this and that and all that stuff. They get for you the excuses there. But with a hope, see the tripartite committee go come and tell we say we want a rerun of the elections. But let me come, to what's in the happen with former President Nkrumah. When I even hear say Lansana Doumbouya, the Secretary General of APC, when I know they invited a CID because they pull a press release in support of former President Nkrumah. They're inviting a CID, go give statement, they come back. I tell now, Salon people, we have a purge. We have a dictatorship. And this all they come up from an illegitimate government. And then the APC sit on the watch. The APC parliamentarians, they tolerate this. Because, calling the Secretary General of a political party just because they pull a press release in support of the chairman, you see what they're threatening now? Now, for them to make them afraid. And then they send a message to the rest of the other folks that will go out for triumph for say anything. I guarantee you now, if the chairman of the party, Mr. Minkalo Mansari, come out and say something, he will be arrested and threatened too. But does that mean Minkalo Mansari for afraid enough for come out and talk? Paminkai Lubo, since you become chairman of the APC, I've not heard you give a public statement, even accepting your position as the chairman of the APC, let alone during all of these difficult and trying times. You've not come out and make a personal statement, Mr. Minkailo. Payasane, una. They arrest a former chairman, una non able to take AYV 98.1, EK BBC, una able to take Al Jazeera. For just talk about the fact that what did they happen, so it's uncalled for. We're not able for demand from this government here. If we're not get evidence, when I release this man. If we get some evidence, when I present it for the world to see. You guys cannot even come out and defend on that chairman. But what again I say, President Nkrumah, I encourage the culture of silence. And the culture of silence in the APC, it kill APC, and the SLPP will continue to win. The only thing with the safe salon now is because the international partners, through advocates like myself, Comrade Koja, Cashbox, Sister Lioness, and everybody else out there, through the advocacy, we make the international partners decide, say, you know what, let's pay attention. They say put their foot. From 2021, where we tell now, where the European Union then give out a press statement where they say the people of Sierra Leone trust the police, the judiciary, ECSL, PPRC. The APC could not even use that. When I see campaign term, the APC, where the campaign, they're foolish, Nepal. Alaki, APC, Alaki, the campaign. Feel by people who want election, we want win presidency. They see no strength, see no stamina. What we see, it was a total sellout during the campaign of the elections of June 24th. But what they want now, what they tell now, so then guys, they're not bagging to themselves. They not allow them. They don't sell we. People then suffer for register. People then suffer for vote. We see them. So some people, you look at what happened to President Nkrumah today. 30 days in able for talk. 30 days in able for statement. When they tell the guy, I say, that refusal, they refuse with all this thing. Going back to Cherikoko, where they refuse for listening to what they say, when I come talk, then they look at like for say, oh, waiting because then tell we for talk, now ain't gonna make we talk. Well, left them bobble and they wait till they talk now. So they put up a challenge, they put up a wall. Instead of they are there to say, you know what, in Ghana, they are Sierra Leoneans that they will represent. Then get right for ask quick questions and we should come out and say something. They refuse for talk. They stayed silent. But today, now they affect us all. When I see Cherikoko, since after the elections, Cherikoko has not said a word Since June 24th elections, Honorable Cherry Coco as the deputy leader, the running mate of the APC party, not say a word to this day. To this day, you not say a word. When I go check, not to me say, when I go look the records. So I did ask una as APC people, una self now I get problem. Now una don't tolerate this foolishness and this nonsense. It is the silence culture within the APC that make SLPP they get away with everything and they get away with so. Then they threaten on people in the APC leadership. Then they silent. Then they talk. Then they fret Marabio. Then they fret the SLPP. And when they don't talk, now una then they affect. Now make I glad you don't get sense. Una say una sit down. All man sit down. Una watch them. What's in they happen? Because we all confused. We don't know what's in they go now. All man silent. Nobody really talk. But they want the people there for come up for come jump in front for them. No, the people don't get sense, and I appreciate that. Everybody sit down watch. Well, can you imagine? Myself, I get right for set me, but now like I don't keep quiet. I don't talk again. I'm not gonna talk as much. I'm not even motivated to do live videos. The evidences are all out there. I want to do live videos, presenter and this and that, but for please again at this point. I can go back and pull videos upon videos. There is no issue. No issue, no day when not get live or video what do about a certain issue up till this day. And everything we say, myself, everything we said, now we see so in front of our eyes. We call for ethnic audit. We call Parliament, Honorable Cherry Coco, we say use section 86.2 of the Constitution, where if you get 20% of the members of Parliament, the Speaker shall give you that attention and that audience that you need for bring a vote or bring a legislation or ask for a hearing na the well of Parliament, and the Speaker shall grant you that access. Honorable Cherry Coco no user. We ask, say, let we go investigate every ministry, every department, every agency. Now look at the tribal, appointments then where they happen at the country. We called. Nobody not listen to we. The opposition leader not listen to we. They say left them full man in it. Because what you know, the main same opposition, until we say the vice president of the country, now in brother, then they talk. Anytime we call, they pick up a phone call. A connive. A sell una the APC people. So what do we forfeit for again? What do you have for talk for again? There is no point. There is no need. Because it will sound like a broken record, me for the repeat myself constantly. Like right now, everything I just said is everything we don't say. So it's terrible, some people. But the silence is killing APC. Like I said, I don't have much to say, but I just say again, as far as with Comrade Koita, for when we're concerned, we check and they ask. And no say the family members don't secure a lawyer. Everybody is innocent. Is presumed innocent until found guilty. And at this particular point in time, we don't say Comrade Koita is innocent of any charges until he's found guilty. That is if it's a competent law, judiciary system. But we know the judiciary right now is in chaos as well, confusion. The judiciary has been taken over. Tribalism, nepotism has been taken over completely. It is not independent. It is a state arm. It is working for the executive branch. The judiciary they work in isolation with the CM. So we know say at least Comrade Koita and others they get lawyer because we know the other people they wouldn't get. But we know say Comrade Koita is arrested because he go work in a salon. And as a citizen of Sierra Leone, when I tell me now say possible for go work at it, again, the government, if they had evidences, they would have put it out there for the world to see. Then get right for put the evidence out there. But no, everything is on the wraps. Put the evidence out so the people see and the people know. Then pull picture after that, nothing again. Because we all want to know. We all concerned. We say we're curious. We want to know what's in the happen. But as far as I can tell, Comrade Koita is in detention. We don't know if he did Pademba Road. I know for Noda and the family members, they don't know. I think the lawyer, I don't know if they tell her for keep that in, but not talk about that as far as, but at least they get contact. The family try for make sure they get representation where it's the right of every inmate, anybody who incarcerated. You're going through trial, you get rights for healthcare. So Comrade Koita and others get rights for healthcare. Therefore, give them access to proper healthcare. It should not be impeded in the right to healthcare. There are cases, like I say again, for the lawyers, them for if they, just in case they are refusing proper care for those guys, health care. Estelle is a case in America now that could be looked at. Yeah, the case of Estelle versus Gamble. Now be a landmark Supreme Court case in 1976 in America now established that healthcare is a constitutionally guaranteed right for incarcerated individuals under the Eighth Amendment. So I want to let you understand anything there, right? And that is what we're talking about. So I just want everybody get this in the back of your mind. So again, they all then get access. Every inmate, Pademba Road prisons, everybody locked at them police station, then get right for healthcare. Lawyers then can take up this matter for waiting for all of these inmates and protect them. We see inmates and come out and get crow. We see recently when the prisons was broken. We see inmates then we come out so crow anybody. We even see a report done by Umaru Fofana back 2 years ago or so. Now I think that Kenema also one for them prison and they pull the jailman them. All them waste there with crow, all kinds of things. No proper access to healthcare. But waiting do you get organizations that like the legal link them for protect all of those people there? They're just there. Waiting because the opposition themselves not sabi and drop them. How many times will they call and say the leader of the opposition and the members of opposition them, parliament particularly so, for go take a visit, go look at healthcare, go look at the hospital, go look at Connaught, go look at Cottage, go visit the Pademba Road prisons, go visit them police stations them. They're just impromptu with no notice. Say you want for demand for see the prisoners them, then conditions them. But when I go look the police station and the prison system, all side filthy and nasty, dirty, filthy places. It's like it's for animals. You see, so these are the things what they say. So again, everybody is presumed innocent until found guilty. That is within court system, therefore. So everybody get right to representation. And including Comrade Koita has a right to a lawyer. So the family is working on that. Because the family insists their man go work in country of Bath. So that we know that I'll tell you. But the government wanna see how them guys they are not before present no evidence for the world to see. Everything is in secrecy. Putting in the hide, not sabi. Are they using it as a bargaining chip again? You know, for continue for like how they hold their eye into ransom. So they say the COI, so man if you talk and the COI then go use for getting them. So man if you talk, then get case where they dupe some money and go. It was kind of foolishness this type of country. The country don't can day now, and also command pattern, command game. Everybody for themselves. This is what is happening in Sierra Leone. But some people, I'm just gonna leave it here. Again, if you hear it from me, I can't promise anything, but it's got a lot going on, and we don't carry on. I know it's Salon money one day, but one day the Salon people go rise up and stand up, and I believe say Salon will be the country where they look for maybe one day. I believe say redemption would come to Sierra Leone one day, because waiting with the gets right now not deserve them. So we look forward to the tripartite committee and findings. We wait for let we see because we expect a rerun of the elections. We don't expect anything more than a rerun of the elections. We don't know bio message. When I save this message for a very long time because I don't know when I get to do audio again. But that tripartite committee, I don't get much faith in them. But we shall see. Yeah? But I'm just saying. But we shall see. Because the ultimate goal of the tripartite, what do we expect? Now follow get an elections. A rerun, a quick elections again. That should happen in Sierra Leone. We don't know whose country way people they go get election and discussion and tripartite committee and all of that foolishness and nonsense. Or with the bluff say we get democracy. We don't have a democracy. But I'm gonna leave it here, guys. This is Ibrahim. Have a beautiful Saturday. Lord continue for stay strong. Sierra Leoneans, they want to continue for holding our leaders accountable. When I broke the silence, the culture of silence within the APC. Enough is enough. APC for the get APC hour. The intend there. For every day, talking to about the former president's situation, what is actually happening. But something that's what the mindset wants. I'm saying, no, I'm going to talk. Until I let nobody say anything for her. So that makes the APC quiet. Because the man himself don't train everybody for be quiet. And let me tell you, the bad thing about being quiet, for me, it is a sign of disrespect to the people of Sierra Leone. When the political leaders are silent, not they talk to her, it is an absolute sign of disrespect. Because people that you respect, you speak to them. When I say America, the representative then they want to do that parliament and this and that, then Chris not talk when issues are at hand, they're not talk no. Then people they deal with them at in town halls. Then they deal with them at the next elections coming. You want to keep your seat? When the people they say for talk, you say you know they talk, you silent. Then they work with you. Then they get rid of you. They'll kick you out in no time. But Sierra Leone, I see APC and SLPP, then join together, then give a PR system. So now, not to we they pick with members of parliament again. Una don't forget all anything there. Now, the party they pick members of parliament. So they don't take the power away from the people. We tell you. Then it's so come about panel. Look now, APC get 55 or 54 members of parliament. Whatever the heck number they get an SRB. But I know say the SLPP get over the 85 plus paramount chief, they all included. So you see how they weaken themselves, then damage the APC selfishly. Because when we come there, we educate the people and say, we know they allow them members of parliament, they ever go to parliament. We put up people away for challenge them, for make sure say we kick them out because they don't work for we. And say, okay, let's see. Then go form a cabal. Then they go into the PR system of elections. Look how you affect the APC as a party. The APC people, una get for wake up. Una ought to be ashamed of yourself for some of the things that una don't tolerate under this APC. And una still continue for dance with them and support them. But I guess, also you get for go, right? Not only APC you get at this particular point in time. And now that the politicians, they don't take advantage of. Then society they go. In society they go. But not rule out the possibilities. I might come with that thought force. But then you go get the same APC people who will tell you, say, hey, Brian, come on, APC, law, can't fight for the APC. But look at the APC as it is today. Look at the APC as it is. We and man, we get too much principle for go sit down with the APC. At this particular point in time, for a political party, we not get themselves, they need to take care of themselves, they need to cover themselves, they don't protect themselves. The APC is the kind of party where you did it you on your own. When I look at the difference that between APC and SLPP where you did it. And the SLPP, don't get me wrong, SLPP is sharply divided right now. If when I look at the SLPP, the one that we come with Madabio back in 2018, a lot of them don't fall off. When I look at the new SLPP, that is David Schengen now, we can wait till Madabio do. You know, say the old heads, they like get rid of the wire. You know, so you know they give old dog new name. But then new dog there, I can get a name. So the one are the new dog there, like the David Schengens and this Siba and all of these people. You can get a name. So in the train them out to wait you want, then I own loyalists and then one day. The old heads, they don't push them out. So the SLPP is so divided. But the APC, maybe before even sit down there. Then former President Nkrumah sit down for 5 years and not talk, he's silent. Then kill McKinney, Lozar, Tombo, violates human rights, violates the civic rights of the people and the voter ID card. All this. I go check your own voter ID card. You cannot even say, this is the black hole. You know, what's in this man gain 5 years for stay silent? Look at the molester now. Some people, look at the molester. Just because they say insecurity guard them. So definitely because, this man be guard me. So this man do anything, what this man do. This man, he affiliates with me. So now we. Then go put another dog for humiliator. 5 years of silence. 5 years of silence. You say, one piece, you're not doing the right thing. Look what's in the happy now. Look the molestation now. Then everybody's silent. Then you do the can't go to court. I see all man go to my they laugh. Una they laugh because yes, una for present this face like for say una still they in control, but it's a laughter of shame. It's a laughter of shame and disgust. Now so laugh for talk self una no longer mind these statements that they did. Una all go to map around and no more. We come on a lock out. Now they laugh, they show that today. For say. It's so disgusting and nasty to see. I'm telling you. Some of them laugh. It's so disgusting. It's very nasty now at this point. We didn't make you go get. For this statement, let talk. I give credit to JFK, the lawyer. He spoke very well. He spoke very genuinely. He spoke from his heart. You can see the way they talk. You know, say yes. He's really perturbed and disturbed to lawyer JFK, Fitzgerald. I give him that. For the very first time, I saw a level of sincerity. Don't get me wrong, people like JFK, I have other things that I hold. Because JFK worked with the Solomon Berawa, they worked in a law firm. So he had affiliations with those guys. But I mean, he worked at special court and all of that. And then prosecute the Ibrahim Bazi Kamara and all of that stuff that they run that jail like today. And by the way, lawyer JFK, can you do something about lawyer, Ibrahim Bazi Kamara and them? Why they don't free all the other Kamara, just them go in the RAF they una lock up, but Issa Sisi and Ibrahim Bazi Kamara still in a Rwanda jail. Lawyer JFK, I'm sure you have a lot of influence. You could do something. These guys deserve to be free as well. If they're not free, Augustine Bao and all these other people, Ibrahim Bazi Kamara, Issa Sisi and the other guy, where then they should be free. They're not commit the atrocities where Augustine Baude and others then commit. It was past what Ibrahim Bazikamara and Issa Sise they do. If we get peace safe nationality like today, people like Issa Sise, we control the RUF and before handover. Because if not before handover, like we not get peace. Ibrahim Bazikamara, they hand over peacefully. But they are locked up there like today. For 45 years and 50 years combined, individually. They deserve some level of freedom as well. Lawyer JFK, you were part of that. Even Cherry Coco working at the special court. All of these people, these are all the things we talk about. Lawyer JFK, I know you can do something. I saw a man in you that day when you gave your speech about former President Nkrumah, the fact that they go put on a court where you say you watch the man so you won't cry. I believed you. I believed you, JFK. I believe that statement. I believe that comment. You were not making that up. That was a fact. You spoke your heart. You spoke your mind. As a lawyer, you did well. But whenever I read Cherry Coco, Samura Kamara, the Payansane, Minkailu, whenever I read and talk that way from the heart, the whole chairman, man, we give an opportunity. Some of you, if you get money today, if you thief today, that throw and make on a thief and get money. And the man and they go to more less so. Nobody not able for shake. How do they sleep in the net, knowing all of these things? How do they sleep? Then they make some man die, say, because you have to full up till they die. And what did they do, President Nkrumah? For kill and silently. Because big man, so when they molest you, they kill you. And then they do so to President Nkrumah. He's being demoralized. I'm not going to surprise if we one day you know say heart attack, President Nkrumah don't die. Because the molestation alone, painful so much to the point where to God in this day, you die as big man. 2-term president. You control every arm of government. You work for your country 2 times for 10 years. You be chairman of your party over 20 years. Then they teach you so. The pain, it kill pussy. That pain. So only thing when we go tell President Nkrumah, I for push up over. If you know how you push up. Gonna do push ups. Let your blood run. Don't sit down one place. So squat. If you're able for squat, if you need it, allow you for squat again. I don't know to say you need on bad, you know they allow you for squat. But take a walk. Jog inside your compound. Keep your blood running, keep your blood flowing. Let no, vein not become occluded. Because this kind of thing they do so it'll kill you. And then for toxic. Let me tell you, to speak is a form of therapy in itself, President Nkrumah. Speak up. Speak. It is a form of therapy. It enlightens your chest. Like you say, just wake up morning and say, President Nkrumah don't die. Nobody don't do nothing. Everything, high blood pressure, heart attack. I go so. It happen. We don't get better healthcare in that country. Don't forget that. The system is crooked. No better healthcare. I don't believe so they get defibrillators. I hope so you get defibrillator on a house. If una way sabi about healthcare, AED, I hope so you get AED. Now for President Nkrumah. Because if he gets heart attack or anything, or for shocking heart, today they can't go hospital. Because this guy waiting the teach person, so this guy way big man. But man like a wee young man like a wee you go say you wait. But big man, former president, and they teach you so the molestation alone, the pain where they feel like your heart, they kill you. And I need to do so to President Nkrumah. This way they do so, it's calculated. They know what they do. They put under undue pressure, undue stress. Man don't get freedoms at the highest level of life. They don't enjoy waiting at liberty. Then they take away from her. This kind of way they do so. For kill and slowly. And it's painful. So not to for Kanomo, you smile. Speak up, President Nkrumah. Take up an interview. Talk to the world, man. It's been 5-6 years now coming. Talk to the world, President Nkrumah. Go Al Jazeera. Call them. They can be invited. The government will stop them. Umaru Fofana, give them an interview, BBC. Talk your mind. It is a therapy. It is therapeutic. It would heal you. It would give you strength, my bro, my papa. I'll tell you, for 5 years, I say, President Nkrumah, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up. You know they listen. We didn't do them for bad. I didn't do them because I want to challenge you. Who am I to challenge you? We're all human beings. You are a former president. I'm just speaking as a citizen. We get rights to speak up and ask and demand from we leader and say, speak up. Because democracy has to be protected and fought for. You see Donald Trump and President Joe Biden, when Donald Trump talking nonsense, President Joe Biden, he said he respond to Donald Trump. Imagine, President Joe Biden. You get over 300 million people for deal with. Gets over 30 trillion in debt for deal with. It passed all kind of laws. The Republicans, they didn't even see all the benefit, the good things that they do. The CHIPS Act, Infrastructure Act, all kinds of things for improve the welfare of Americans. He has a lot to do, but it taking them back in people that were around them. They advise them correctly. It is speak up. President Nkrumah, you're not special, super special, past President Joe Biden or former President Barack Obama. No. Especially in Africa, democracy has to be fought for. You do well for 10 years, you give people a relative peace that I consider. They were free. All of these guys, you get the right, it's not the rights per se, but you get the opportunity. If you wanted to eliminate all of them guys that are within the power today, you eliminate them all. You don't do harm. You do right in front of man and God. But look at it, they treat you delicate today. Man like Malabi, you go over for your convoy. You know, President Nkrumah, in times, you have to allow the law to take its course. You were a legitimately elected president. I don't talk about like Malabi right now, where he's not legitimately elected. But you were a legitimately elected government, a president, when they go over through your convoy. Allow the law for taking course. Malabi don't for there around elected today. But when they violate the laws, because when they use, when they powers them as president for call the shot and say no prosecution, it should not happen that way. I really find some people there.